Joins us. Good morning. Thank
Morning.
you very much. Playing Marius in what is, I mean, when it was first on, Les Mis, people who've gone to see the musical and love the songs, like, oh, how am I going to watch this without the songs? And then you got loads of people biting back and saying it was a book originally, there were no songs in it, but it's really captivated that Sunday night audience, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that is exactly right. I think probably my mum was a bit like, "Where's the music? I want to see my son sing." But, no, I think yeah. If you kind of delve into it, I mean, the novel is such a significant novel in kind of literary history. It's kind of feels quite familiar because it's quite Dickensian in its sort of, it's like an epic tale and kind of makes such clear comments on society and the deprived. It feels really familiar, but yeah, people obviously know it for the musical. And
you watched the musical. Did you reread the book before you?
I reread the book, yeah,
right.
And I'm a slow reader, which is, I mean, this book is...
It's a beast, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah.
But I did read it, and it's brilliant, and it has so much in it. And I was a fan of the musical, so it's kind of going back to that book and seeing that, you know, what they did to create that musical was incredible. But it's really exciting to create something from the novel and from that text. Yeah.
And it's one of those, whether you enjoy the musical or you enjoy this or the original book itself, it's one of those magically enduring stories, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whichever way you tell it, it feels so relevant.
Yeah, it does. I think it's that thing of, I mean, there were sort of 4 or 5 translations of the title from the French, and Les Misérables is what we know, but there's kind of there was the dispossessed and the wretched poor were all different kind of, and I think in some ways they're more relevant. I mean, it's a story of redemption and hope, which feels like timeless, but particularly for now. Something that we could do with a little bit of, you know.
It's agonising along the way, even though you know the story,
I know.
isn't it?
It's quite brutal, yeah.
And what is that like?
You had a little weep last night, didn't you?
Oh gosh, honestly, I think. Well, I've been binging on it. It's quite a good binge one, actually, too, isn't it?
Yeah, I like a binge. Yeah.
When you knew you were going to play Marius, I mean, what did you think about that? Was that intimidating?
Yeah, it was a bit. I think it. I just felt really excited about it. I think, you know, it's an incredible cast and. The team are all incredible. As I say, it just feels like one of those stories, you know, as soon as you kind of get sent that script, we all know that story so well, and you feel so invested in those characters already that it's really, it's nice, it's exciting.
Even though so many people know the story, we're still getting people saying, please don't ruin it for me.
It's really excellent. Also, you are involved in what has been a huge success. You're playing Prince Charles in The Crown.
It's quite strange.
There's no official pictures, right? So we've done our own work. Would you like to see this?
Sort of magic. Oh, you've done it your own work?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
There you go.
Yeah, it's identical. Yeah, that's an interesting one of me.
He's 18 there on the right.
Yeah.
So what age do you pick up from
sort of,
playing Prince Charles?
just a bit older than that. I mean,
Right.
we start in this series. We start with him at Cambridge University.
Right.
So sort of 20, 21. Yeah, and we take him right through it, you know.
And it is. Have you watched lots of footage of him at that age, or what have you done?
We're sort of really lucky. You know, if you look at the first 2 series of The Crown, Claire, Foy, and Matt Smith, and all that gang. You know, that was a period of the Royals where there isn't so much archival footage for obvious reasons, and we're in this really fortunate position, or I feel in a very fortunate position where we're beginning to. There's actually quite, you know, a fair amount of footage of Charles at that age, and so. It's been really great.
So you've watched lots of it, have you? Have you?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Can I ask as well? And obviously you're a brilliant actor. You know exactly what you're doing. How hard is it when you're doing a voice for somebody who's been parodied an awful lot, like Prince Charles, to not go sort of spitting image
I
and
know.
to try and hit the nail on the head, but without trying to make people laugh, as some people do with their Prince Charles impressions. You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes I sort of do just for my own sort of joy, but no, I think you kind of. I think what The Crown does really well is you take what we kind of know and the kind of consciousness we have of Charles, and then ultimately you just put that behind you and create a character, because Peter's work and his writing is so strong that you just have to tell that story rather than see it as any kind of impression of Charles.
Do you even know the answer? When is it coming out?
Not until sort of November time, probably.
Oh, really?
Forward to next year. I know, we've got to wait.
Have you finished it?
No, we've got a couple of weeks left. I'm in the midst of it now, yeah. Be good though. Be good.
I want to hear you as Charles.
No, it's so funny. Every time I see anyone that at the moment they're like, do the voice.
I
can't do the voice. There's no way.
I think there might have been a hint of it there.
Yeah, right.
Oh, thank you. It's really
Lovely
to see you, Josh. Thank you.
So The Crown is sort of November time.
Yeah.
Okay, and Les Mis, BBC One on Sundays at 9 o'clock. And if
also,
you
where
want
I've been watching
you
it,
can binge on the iPad.
you can.
And
I
catch
really
up.
suggest you do. It's excellent.